Hi there, I'm John Tierney,
And I'm Michelle Buccilli.
and we're top producing agents with real estate here at Seven Springs Mountain Resort. We're with Highlands Resort Realty. Highlands has been on the mountain at both Seven Springs and Hidden Valley for many, many years.
And we'll be here for many, many more.
And yet we're not going anywhere.
So now what?
Well, that's a good question. What our objective is to create a series of videos, a library, if you will, of information for both buyers and sellers, and even people just interested in mountain living or mountain real estate. We'll do some market surveys, we'll do some market research as to what prices are, we'll do some tours, which you'll be taking the lead on, and we're going to talk to other professionals that you'll run across in a real estate transaction, such as a closing attorney. What do they do in the process? We'll talk to a home inspector. What's the expectation with a home inspection? And it might be good if we talk to some HOA managers. Those are good for homeowners to know, as well as buyers and sellers.
And while those are all good, we'll also tour some dining and attractions here at the resort and throughout the Laurel Highlands. Things that will be interest to you once you become a homeowner.
Like, we'll go to the Clays. We'll see what that experience is like. They're doing a big renovation at the golf course. I bet you people would be interested in that. What about the Trillium Spa? There's a lot of different services that they provide homeowners as well as guests. That would be a good one. We may want to reach out to the vacation rental people, because we do have homeowners, and I get a lot of questions from buyers about if they're not using it, can they rent their property? So that would be another good one that we could talk to.
Yeah, so now what?
Well, maybe since this is our first video, we should start with a little more of an introduction about you and me. So with that being said, tell us a little bit about you, Michelle.
All right. So my experience is in the legal industry and, of course, the real estate industry. Back when I was in the legal industry, I focused on bankruptcy, estate planning, and real estate. In the early 2000s, I made a move to Miami, Florida, where I obtained my real estate license there, and I focused on luxury living. When I came back to Western Pennsylvania, I worked for a staffing company that placed both attorneys and real estate executives throughout the United States in large corporations and in law firms. It was at this time that I got my Pennsylvania real estate license. I joined a big box real estate firm, and at that time I became real estate agent of the month in my first month of practicing. So if I can take a little step back here, share a cute story with you. Back in the late 80s, mid 90s, my family actually owned up here. We had a townhome in Swiss Mountain. We spent many, many weekends up here. And I just remember walking through and enjoying the resort here and thinking to myself, what a great atmosphere, and wouldn't it be fun to work here? So let's fast forward now to 2010. I'm at the resort for a meeting, walk past the real estate office, pop in and say, hey, are you guys looking for any real estate agents? And the rest is history. So I've been here since 2010, and I've consistently been a top producing agent both on the buyer and the seller side, and I made my dream come true. So let's hear about you, John.
You mean, so now what?
So now what?
Okay. Well, my background prior to Seven Springs can really be broken down into two sales experiences. One was I spent 18 years in the very competitive commercial construction sales of multi-million-dollar projects. I dealt mainly with institutional owners, architects, engineers, and contractors. Where did I do that? Was mainly in Western Pennsylvania, with some down in South Florida. And I did that until it wasn't fun anymore. I don't mean to be flip about it, but early in my career, I wanted to find an experience. I wanted to find a career that I enjoyed, and if I could make a living at it, boy, to me, that was a win-win. And I think I found that again up here at Seven Springs in Highlands Resort Realty. Prior to actually starting at Highlands, I did 2 land development projects. Took a large 100-acre parcel, subdivided it into smaller parcels for second homes, working with township officials, working with builders and contractors. And I've been able to expand that with my real estate license since 2010 here at Highlands. 3 years ago, Michelle and I formed a team. and we've been doing that ever since. This year, I actually also got my associate broker's license from the state of Pennsylvania and have graduated to an associate broker here at Highlands. I use a couple key phrases when you'll find out if you end up working with Michelle and I. And oh, by the way, if you're looking for real estate, we'd certainly like to help you with that. One of the key phrases that you'll hear from me is that we don't sell real estate, we help create memories.
So now what?
You know, Michelle, you keep saying that, and I'm thinking you might have just come up with the name of what these podcasts are going to be. So now what? You know, for example, so now what? There's a wasp flying in your face. But it answers questions like, you know, I think I'm going to buy property here at Seven Springs.
So now
So
what?
now what? Or I need to get a rental opportunity.
So now what?
Yeah. Or we want to go out dining after skiing or the bike trail. So now
what?
Yep. I think that's it. I think we've hit on it. So if you ever have any real estate needs, feel free to reach out to us. I think the next thing we're going to do here is maybe take one of those tours we're talking about.
Yeah, not maybe. Let's go do it.
Okay, great.